Hello, hello. Hi, Robin. How are you? How are you? Good evening. Good evening to everybody. Hi to everybody out in Facebook land and YouTube land. Thank you for stopping by. I do appreciate the support, and hopefully, you are looking forward to our conversation today. I also want to say hello to everybody that is going to watch the replay. Um, and thank you for that. Thank you for your support. As always, I do appreciate it. You don't know how important it is that you follow me and watch me and continue to help my channel to grow, both the channel and the live presentation. So with that being said, I'm thankful and grateful that you're here. Hi, Betty. How you doing? Thanks for stopping by. Hi, Val. Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate it. So we're coming in, and as usual, I'll wait a few minutes to see who else is going to come in. Hi, Terry. How you doing? Hi, Becky. How you doing? Thanks for stopping by. Um, yeah, hopefully everyone is doing well and rested after the Easter holiday. Didn't do too much Easter egg hunting and eating of the eggs and of the candy and all of that kind of stuff as we normally. Well, I don't do that anymore because I don't have any little ones around to do that with, but I know how that goes. Hi, Carol from Montana. How you doing? How's the weather there? I know it's dreary and rainy and chilly here in Maryland, so I can't imagine what it may be like in Montana. But let me know how's the weather there. Hopefully, you're not too cold. Hopefully, it is beginning to have some semblance of spring coming in. I hope it doesn't seem. The only thing that does show some signs of spring here is that we are getting some greenery. The trees are beginning to bud, and there are, little patches of green grass and leaves on the trees and what have you. So spring is sprung. It's just not warm, or it's it's still chilly. It's still cold to me. Hi, Leslie. How you doing? Good evening from rainy Virginia. Okay, rainy Virginia, rainy Maryland. It's gloomy here. I think we're getting that weather blast of not so good weather coming from the west that is moving this way from what I heard on the news yesterday. I didn't look at the news today, but yesterday they were talking about it. So I'm assuming that's what we're getting. The Midwest actually is supposed to be getting it worse than what we're getting, but it's not it's not a pretty day, or it wasn't a pretty day. And oh wow, Carol, you said amazing 68 today. Um, Last of our snow finally melted. Well, that's good, and I hope it stays away for a minute anyway. So you have finally gotten the snow to disappear from your surrounding in Montana. That's a big feat. It certainly is. And glad to hear it was 68. It was not 68 here. I don't know what the temperature is or was. Well, actually, I'm looking at my laptop and it says 48 degrees Fahrenheit light rain, which is definitely light rain. And I believe the 48 because it is chilly. So you got us beat as far as being warm, and you're way up there in Montana. So anyway, I'm glad you enjoyed that day, and hopefully you'll keep getting some more um, warm days to come. Hopefully, we'll start getting ours. I'm telling you, I don't know. What is it like up there in Philly, uh, Val? Are you guys still chilly, or are you getting any of this yucky rain and all of that kind of stuff that we're experiencing down here? If not, it's probably going to pass through that area, I imagine. Okay, Betty, you said it's chilly here and raining. Really hard. Okay. Well, we got our hard Val, you said cold and raining. Same here. It rained hard. I want to say Friday night, Friday night and Saturday night, I think. Hi Marissa, how you doing? It is 74 in Southern. But you know what? Southern California deserves that 74 because you guys was catching the blues a few days ago. So hopefully all of that rain and everything that you guys were getting a few days ago has gone away and things are getting better because it's moving into our direction here, it seems. So glad to hear that your weather is getting better. I'm just hoping that we soon get some sunshine. I am so sick and tired of this dreary, drab, dark, no sun weather that we've been getting. Hi Jay, how you doing? And hi from Western New York. Weather alerts coming through with flood watch over the next 2 days. Then I don't know what the last word is. I guess then it changes, I guess. But yeah, it's moving up that way, north, whatever. Um, yeah, according to what I saw on the news, that's what's doing it. And we got it from out there where Marissa is. She sent it our way. You can have it back. We don't want it. We don't want it over here on the East Coast. We've had enough. We didn't get a lot of snow, thank goodness. We did not get a lot of snow, but it definitely has been dreary. Oh, you say it's, Marissa, you say it's going to rain again Friday. Well, hopefully not all of that flooding like you guys got what I saw on the news. Hopefully it's not. Oh, okay. And JE, you said then it's going to snow again. Snow again in April, my word. Come on now. It's spring. We need some spring, not winter. We need some spring. Hi Danielle, how you doing? How you doing? Uh just looking at the chat, the weather is bad all over. Yeah, pretty much. Montana and California seems to be doing better than we are out here in the east. And Terry, you said thunderstorms tomorrow. Okay. And Danielle, you said April shower brings May flower. You know what? We get March showers, April showers, and May showers. Where's the flowers? The showers take all the petals off the flower and just ruin the beauty of the flowers. Anyway, but hopefully we will get some better weather. So, yeah. Yes, 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 yes. So anyway, how we got a few people in here chit chatting, got a few people on the outside looking in, probably laughing and chit chatting as well. So it is 8:09 and I am gonna go ahead and hop on to the topic for tonight. And I have to admit that as I mentioned last week and the week before and the week before probably about the struggle of actually finding topics to talk about of interest and something that is of value because I do like to try to bring useful information and hopefully tonight will be some useful information because I know as crafters and embroiderers stuff costs so much money, my word. And as you craft, you're spending more and more and more money. And it gets a little out of hand sometimes. I'm telling you, it gets a little out of hand. And it's always good to figure out where in the world can you save a little money. So I did put some fillers out, and I got several suggestions. And one of the suggestions was talk about uh, craft supplies and things at your dollar store, your Dollar Tree. And if you haven't been to the Dollar Tree or any of your dollar stores looking for anything to do some of your crafting and embroidery, you might be missing out because I did a deep dive and I found some things. So I'm going to talk about that. So before I do, I want to say hi to Joyce from Philly, rainy Philly, and hi to Pearl that just popped in, and hi to Marina that just popped in because I wanted to make sure I say hi to everybody before I get too deep into this. So I I'm not gonna say I have a surprise, but I'm gonna do something a little different tonight. I have figured out how to do a shared screen. Imagine that. So we will be actually going on to the site of the Dollar Tree and looking at what they have available. Now, be patient with me because I got everything set up, but you know how Murphy's Law is. But I think I got it. Think I got it. And we'll be looking at actually going, like I said, on their website and looking at some things. I looked on their site and I was surprised to see everything that they have available. Now, keep in mind, the majority, I would say the majority of the things are something that you would probably have to order. It just depends upon what your Dollar Tree, because this is Dollar Tree, what your Dollar Tree keeps stocked. My Dollar Tree here where I am, it's not the greatest. It's not the greatest. It's just like my Joann and my Walmart and everything else around here. They just don't stock very well. And you know, you can go in there looking for things and looking for things and you just don't find them. And but if you go onto their website, it's just a whole lot of stuff that I didn't even know that they had that you could probably use in your crafting and embroidery situation supplies. But before I do the share screen, I just wanted to touch base on a few things that I looked at. And of course, I always try to do the AI and see if they can come up with something different than what that I'm familiar with. And sometimes they do, and sometimes they don't. So I wanted to query and see if there were any discount stores or discount places that you could buy stuff for embroidery or craft $10 or less. Now, that's a broad statement, which I realized once I put it in there because of the answers that I got back. Because certainly you can buy thread and needles and so forth and so on for less than $10, which is good to know because you might only need one spool of thread or one packet of needles or something along that line. But it is good to know that you can get these things. Now, you have to keep in mind when you're ordering stuff online, you're gonna spend more than that $10 because you gotta add that shipping cost in there. And that's the part that makes it a little sad because you're not gonna the only way that you're really gonna get a good savings, I would say, is if you buy bulk in some of these things. And when we get into Dollar Tree, you'll see what I mean. But anyway, when I the information that I got back, I wanted them to list at least 10 discount stores, inexpensive embroidery supplies. And I excluded Joanne, Hobby Lobby, and they had mentioned All Stitch and another store called Herman, and I didn't want that repeated. So what I got was a store called M Store, EMB as in boy store, and it's similar to All Stitch. And some of you may be familiar with All Stitch. If you're not, All Stitch is an embroidery store that's here in Baltimore, and they sell embroidery supplies, practically any and everything that you want. Um, and yeah, you can get stuff under $10, but you still got to pay for shipping unless you live here and you can drive over there and pick it up. And that's the way how you can save. But anyway, it says that they offer a wide range of machine embroidery supplies. They have an extensive selection of embroidery thread, stabilizer, hoops, and educational materials that enhance your embroidery skills. Another place is mentioned is World Weidner, Weidner. Now, I've heard of this place before, and mainly with equipment. I've heard, I know that they sell heat press and tumbler, heat press for tumblers, and the flatbed or the clamshell, all of those kinds of heat press. I think they even sell embroidery machines and sublimation stuff like that. But they also sell, it's a comprehensive supplier for all embroidery needs. They carry thread, stabilizer, hoops, and educational resources. So they're not just for the machinery or the equipment, they also have embroidery stuff. The next is MJ Sewing Supply, and they not only cater to sewing, they also can have embroidery machines and offer a full spectrum of embroidery supplies, including threads and other essentials. Now, last week we talked about thread art, and that was also included in this particular search. And if you've gone onto their site, which I have, they do have a large array of embroidery supply as well, scissors and stabilizers, bobbins and needles, and you name it, they have it. Metro Embroidery Supplies. Now, I have bought thread, Metro EMB thread, and I'm assuming this is Metro EMB. I did not look it up, but I do know Metro EMB does sell thread and different embroidery supplies. They have Madeira on here. Now Madeira does have things under $10, but trust and believe you're gonna pay more than $10, okay? Because that shipping will take you back. I just have to be upfront with that. Um, what I prefer, if I'm going to do Madeira, I will get Madeira thread from All Brand or All Stitch because their shipping is not as bad, in my opinion, as Madeira shipping. Although you can get a discount if you uh, order on the weekend, then usually you can get a discount on shipping, which is interesting. Now they have sewing machine.com and sewing machine plus.com, and they both sell embroidery machines and different equipment like that, but they can get um, thread and stabilizers and all that stuff like that as well from both of those places. And the fabric.com, although it's known for its fabric, it does also stock embroidery supplies, and you need to browse their selection for affordable thread stabilizers and other essentials, which is a good thing to know because with the bankruptcy of Joanne and that being up in the air, not knowing what's going to happen with them, it's always good to know that there is somewhere else that you can shop for fabric. And not only can you get fabric, you can also get your embroidery supply from them. And then Sew for Less. Sew for Less has embroidery supply that is discounted. And I have bought from Sew for Less, and I have to, uh, my experience, I bought some plastic uh, thread cases from them, and they had this wonderful sale, at least I thought, where it was like buy one, get one, but the quality was not good. I have to admit the quality was not good, and I was very disappointed with what I received, and I went back and forth with them but they were very accommodating. So the customer service was good, even though the quality of the product was not. And as the salesperson mentioned, which I guess I should have known, you get what you pay for. Even though I thought I was getting a bargain, it was a buyer beware because for what I was paying, the cost that I was paying for the bins, I was getting twice what one would cost. So basically 50% off, which was a huge savings, to be honest about it. Um, Actually, it was more than 50% off. Um, yeah, because when I priced these bins in or sewing back, they were running $40 a case for six to hold 60 spools of thread. And when I counted up how many I needed, I was looking at 300 some odd dollars. And I was able to get enough cases for all of my thread for $80. So that was a huge savings. So like I said, buyer beware. When I saw that big savings, I should have realized I wasn't gonna get what I thought I was gonna get. But since the original price was the same and the case looked the same, there was no description in there saying that the plastic was not up to a higher quality. Then there was no way for me to know until I actually got them. Now I still have them because, as I said, good customer service. They work things out where, um, well, they work things out. But so for less, don't discount them because their customer service is really really good, and they do have stuff. Just as a warning, be careful when you see something that if it looks too good, that is a big, big, big warning sign. So, just keep that in mind because I will from going forward. If it sounds too good to be true, then it probably has an issue. So those are the list. That's the list of things, places that the AI mentioned. Now, I also Googled and just came up with some additional places to think about. And we mentioned some of these last week, like thrift store, go to the thrift store and see what they have available, especially fabric type stuff. Yard sales are a good place. Estate sales are a good place. They have recycling places. Now, there is not one in craft and recycling places. There's not one in Maryland, but I think Virginia has one in Alexandria, Richmond, and Chesapeake, I think. But I know it was exact. What is it? I can't speak tonight. You guys know what I'm trying to say. You know exactly what I'm trying to say in Virginia. But anyway, they have their Alexandria. I couldn't get it out, say my neck. Anyway, in Richmond. So those places, check those places out. And of course, the dollar store, which we're going to talk about in a few minutes. Um, Other discount stores that you may not be aware of, and some unconventional places, such as your hardware store, that I've been told uh, could possibly have some things that you could use, especially on the crafting end. Not so much on the embroidery end, but definitely on the crafting end. And then they also talk about online stores, the ones that we mentioned last week, fabric.com, Overstock, the Overstock store, Amazon, eBay, and Oriental Trading. Forgot all about Oriental Trading. And I've not shopped at Temu, Temu, but I know there are quite a few people that have. And they also sell crafting and embroidery items. And from what I've been told, it's a hit and miss. So be careful with that, but you might be lucky enough to find something that is useful. Um, some notions and things that are useful. I started to buy some of those plastic bins from Temu, but I changed my mind and decided not to go that Temu route. I just have not done that yet. Maybe I should jump on the bandwagon like everybody else. I don't know. I just haven't done it. But if you guys have had good experience or bad experience with Temu, let me know because I know everybody, a lot of people are shopping at Temu. Now, Marina, you said Ollie's Bargain Outlet is a good place to find home goods and other items to embroider on. Had not heard of them. Ollie's Bargain Outlet. Good. And Pearl, you're saying that you notice that each store stocks products based on geographic and neighborhood location. I have found lots of embroidery blanks at one store versus another one. And I'm pretty sure you're talking about the Dollar Tree. And I agree with that. That's usually how it is with a lot of these stores. They stock according to what they their neighborhood supports. And if it's not a lot of people in their neighborhood that do sewing or embroidery or crafting or what have you, then they don't stock for that. But what what I was mentioning, not only can I not find them, it's like they don't keep a large variety of whatever it is that they may have or that they carry, I guess. And you'll get there, you hear it's there, and you get there, and they may have one left or none left or whatever, something like that. So that's a little disheartening. But and I didn't even think about the fact that they had a website until Taisha mentioned it to me because she was the one that recommended it to look into the Dollar Tree. So I have to give credit to Taisha as usual. She's our resident guru here with her 35 years of embroidery experience. And so, because I told her, I said, well, I got to go out to the Dollar Tree and see what they got. And she said, oh, girl, don't go out there to the Dollar Tree. Go on the website. You go to the Dollar Tree, you end up spending money, which is true. I said, this way I can find out all the information I want to know how to spend a dime. So that was excellent, excellent, excellent suggestion. So, oh, Val, you said that your brother and his wife had very bad experience with Timu. Yeah. Now I like I said, I've heard hit and miss. I don't know. I've not been there, so I don't know. And Leslie, you say you have an Ollie. There is an Ollie's in Manassas on Sutley Road down the street from a Dollar Tree. Okay. You know what? I think I do remember seeing an Ollie now that you mention it when I was living in Manassas. Now that you mention it, because that kind of rings a bell. And Marina, you have a hard time. I'm a hard no with Timu, not a great experience. Okay, another person that did not have a good experience. So maybe that's the reason why I haven't done it. And Robin, I had mostly good experience with Timu. Fabric is hit or miss. I bought butterfly pins and the tops come off easy and they bend really easy. Today you got two tops that were very nice. Okay, well good. Like I said again, hit and miss. It all depends upon um I guess the time of the day. I don't know. Or what you buy. Pretty much what you buy. But I just I never felt comfortable with them when they first came out because the prices were just too low. Like I said, you get what you pay for. If you going in there buying stuff for 80 cents and $1.50 and so forth and so on when they normally cost you 10, 12, 15, $20, to me that's a red flag, a huge red flag. And that's the reason why I haven't done it because I just don't feel comfortable. Now I do know that I've heard, because again, I have no personal experience, but I heard that they uh, you can return things. Now, how easy that is, I don't know, but I have heard that. Pearl, you said you bought a case of Floriana thread and a Floriana crafting heat gun that had never been opened for $16 at a recycle craft warehouse. I've had, and you've had good experience with Temu so far. Okay, well, that's good to know. That's good to know. Um, Temu at your own risk. At your own risk. But don't discount it if you think, what I would do, and I'm talking like I would do it because I haven't done it, obviously. But if I was to ever decide to buy anything from Temu, be perfectly honest about it, it's going to be a small amount of money. $20 max. I'm not spending any more than that. Maybe not even that much. And I don't know what their shipping cost is. I don't know any of that because again, I've not ventured out that to actually do it, but I don't want to waste any money. Now I've looked at some videos that have done Temu hauls and stuff like that last year. I think when Temu was first coming into to being, and people were pulling things out and saying this is good, this is good, this is not good, so forth and so on. A lot of people were pretty impressed, but it just depends upon what your expectation of quality is, and you know mine is pretty high. um, Leslie, you say you became familiar with Olive when you went to one when you visited your son in Jeffersonville, Indiana. And Robin, I have never had to pay shipping with Temu. I did not know that. Did not know that. And Daniel said you have not purchased anything from Temu either. So apparently you don't have to pay shipping. Robin, I was not aware of that. Well, okay. I was not aware of that. Interesting. Okay, so now I am going to go ahead and try my luck. I'm going to try my luck at this um, sharing of the screen here. So, as I said, bear with me. I've practiced this thing all day and I've gotten it to work, but I might stumble through it, but we'll get there. But we should be fine. We should be fine. So, hold on. So, now hit share screen and entire screen. Where is it? Oh, entire screen. Voila! We have Dollar Tree. Now, can you guys see that okay? And Terry, if you do decide to shop at Temu, make sure you turn off their notification because they will email and text you all day long. Come back, come back, come back, buy some more stuff from us, please. Come back, buy some more stuff. Oh, okay. And 2011 Miss Max, I've actually purchased quite a bit from Temu, 98% satisfied. Well, that's great to know. That's great to know. And then Becky, you say, yes, Terry, that is so true. So those that have done it, because I do remember Terry's my daughter. I do remember her telling me that they would do that. So anyway, can you guys see this screen well enough? I hope you can. So I'm gonna go in here and under toys and craft, there are yarn and fabric. Let's go there first. Okay, so look. Look at you being all tech savvy. Carol, you just don't know. There are times. There are times when I can I can do it, and there are times I was like, "What the heck is it you want me to do?" I still haven't figured out how to do shorts now. I was looking on my phone, and I know this has nothing to do with Dollar Tree, but I was looking on my phone the other day and going through it, and I saw something that said shorts, and it was kind of like you record it and hit the button, and I was like, "Wow, I didn't know that." So I could actually video something and hit the button and create a short that quick and simple. I don't know. I don't know. But I try. Years ago, I have to be honest about it, I did consider myself very tech savvy. I did consider myself pretty good uh, running around this computer thing. But when they went to Windows 10, that just messed me all up, and I haven't figured out how to do much of nothing since Windows 10 when it comes down to a computer. So, but anyway, here we are in the Dollar Tree, and we are in yarn and fabric craft. Now, these are crochet kits and stuff for anybody that does that. Now, I wouldn't recommend that. And then, of course, we all know about the little travel sewing kits and stuff like that. But this is what interests me, or I thought would be of interest. They have quite a few yarns, different types of yarn, and crochet hooks, and this decorative yellow mesh. And then here we are with metallic mesh. These are things, and now this is more on the crafting end, but let your imagination run for a minute. Now, you see this $37.50. That's for a quantity of 30. However, you can buy this stuff for $1.25 each if you find it in your store. I'm not sure if or how many you have to buy if you are ordering it. I'm not sure. And I'm looking at this right here, and I did not know that they had a weekly ad. So that in itself is something new for me. Um, and then they have the free in-store pickup, so you may be able to get around um, paying shipping. And okay, why is there a minimum quantity? Many items are shipped in cases that cannot be divided up. The bulk selling allows us to pass savings on to you. So that means you have to buy this in bulk unless you find it in your store. So that's good to know. If you find it in your store, and some of these things are in your store, but if not, then you have to buy it in bulk. And I have bought, and I'll get to it eventually because it's on here. But I did have to buy a case of these things, and I'll show you what it is. So they have the yarn here, and you can buy 12, which is a case. Here's something else that's felt. Now, a lot of us use felt, and this is 32 for $40, a dollar and a quarter each, and they come in different colors. Look like the purple, the red, the white, the green, and the black. And it is 12.125 by 48 inches. So that's a nice big size of felt. Now, Walmart usually has a lot of felt. And this felt here probably is the same quality, I would assume, of the Walmart felt. Who else? Michael has felt, and I think Michael's felt is a lot better than Walmart's felt. I would not necessarily buy this felt unless you're making a lot of stuff out of felt and you don't care about it being too thin. Because that's just my take on it. Because I'm pretty sure it is. But you never know. So what else do they have that may be of interest? A lot of yarn, a lot of yarn. Faux fur. Now I thought this was interesting as well. These are 12 by 12 squares. So this would be something that you could use to make a lot of this stuff. You could stuff animals and you know you can use it on your mug rugs if you're making different things like that. Whatever you want to make that may have some texture to it. And 2011, Miss Max says, unfortunately, that felt is very thin. No, it is not the same quality as Walmart. Okay, the felt is not that good. It is very thin. I kind of figured that. I that would not be something that I would choose to buy because again, you can get felt out of Walmart and Michaels, and they're pennies. They're like 35 cent, 39 cent, 50 cent, something like that. And so I think they're like 12 by 12. I have several pieces of felt that I just go into either one of those stores and just pick up a handful of felt every once in a while and just have a bunch of felt. So I know that they're uh, good felt. They're thicker. I have not seen the fur, but I thought it was interesting. Now this is terry cloth. Again, this is 12 by 24, and it comes in a case of 27, and you have your 6 colors here. Again, this is stuff for crafting, for those people that make the little dolls and different things. I wouldn't, definitely would not make a towel or anything out of this terry cloth. I wouldn't. But I have to admit, I have seen people that have bought stuff out of the dollar store, the Dollar Tree, and have embroidered on them and sold them, and people bought them. That's a surprise to me because, again, the quality, in my opinion, is not that good. But just want to let you know what's out there. Now, something else that I thought was interesting. Um, Let me get back to it. These are the little pins, if I'm not mistaken, needle bundles, what they call them, are pretty much your pin cushions where you can stick your pins in. I thought this was kind of cute, especially if you pick one of them up in the store, one or two. I would not buy the case of them unless you plan on giving them away as gifts, like if you do any type of business and you want to give a free gift with your item, because sometimes when I have bought things from off of Amazon or what have you, they I have received a little gift with the item. So, people do that. That I think would be a cute little gift to include in an item if you're making something for somebody where they can use for a pincushion. Or you can buy one and just see what it's like. I don't know what it's like. Didn't know that they had them, but it's good to know that something like that is available. And again, if you can get them at your place and just pay that dollar and a quarter and not have to buy them. Now, here's some velour fabric, and this is 12 by 20. And again, you have to buy the bulk, which is 24 for $30. and they're like I said, 12 by 20. Now, I don't know again if you make dolls, and I think it was somebody on here, Val. Yeah, I think Val. I'm itching for some reason. I have no idea, but I y'all excuse me. um, you do that. You make dolls, so this could be some material and stuff that you could probably use for your doll making. I don't know if you would use it or not, but just that's just a thought. So let's keep going. Hopefully, I'm not spinning this too fast to make you dizzy. I don't want to do that. So let me slow down. Now, here's something else that I didn't know that they had, but these are fat quarters. These are 18 by 21, which is the exact size of a fat quarter. And they are selling them by the case, 65 for $81.25. There is absolutely no way in the world I would buy a case of fat quarters from the Dollar Tree. But you might be lucky enough to go into the store itself and find some of these fat quarters on their shelf. And you could probably use them into a quilting project of some kind or a mug rug or something along that line. Now, I would venture to say that the fabric, I'm pretty sure, is pretty thin because you're not going to get the highest quality, of course. But um, and a dollar a quarter is kind of comparable to what Walmart is selling their fat quarters for. They used to have the 99 cent, and the ones that are printed are a dollar and a half, $1.49. They may even be a little bit more than that now because I haven't bought any in a while. Um, so I don't know if that would be a good savings or not, depending upon what they cost in Walmart. Or you can I promise you I bathed today, but I have no idea why I'm itching. I am just itching like crazy on this arm. My word, what is it? Anyway, in Joanne, they have been having sales on their fat quarters. So if you catch them on sale, because their fat quarters are running $2.99, but if you catch them on sale where they have five for five or 10 for 10, then you're getting them for $1. So you might be able to do that and catch them um, a good deal like that. Okay, who is saying those are cute? Yeah, the little needle things that go around your wrist are cute. They were cute. And Carol, we bought 250 champagne flutes for my daughter's wedding reception from the dollar store, and uh, the store picked up worked great. Yeah. Now I have bought, and they have that too, and I'll show those as well. I have bought uh, dishes and stuff. I actually bought 10 bowls, white bowls, nice size bowls, um, 2 Christmases ago because we were having a gumbo Christmas Eve dinner at my daughter's house. And I'm still using those bowls. Those bowls were nice. And that was before they were $1 a quarter. They were $1. So I went in there and got me $10 worth of bowls. And it was absolutely perfect. I've also bought wine glasses from them. Not the ones that I use for my wine down Tuesday, not these, but I have bought wine glasses from them. And I'm trying to think what else. Now they don't have any sublimation dishes or glasses or anything like that, but you certainly can buy stuff to do vinyl on. Um, Robin says, Robin said that you've embroidered Dollar Tree Santa chair covers that went over the chairs for the holiday, like seat assignments. They went over really well, and I messed up a few. Oh, pre Mighty Hoop days. Okay. um, kept the messed up for, felt for other ideas. And Leslie, I also etched on one of the football glasses for a friend's husband. I bought some glasses out of there to do some etching on. They have great bowls, plates, cups, and glasses. Yes. Now, I would give them credit when it comes down to things like that. Those things are worth the money. I definitely agree with that. They are worth the money. Because I bought those out of dollar store. I bought things out of dollar store. I've not bought anything out of the dollar store, in all honesty, to do any type of embroidery on. Mainly because I didn't realize they had any. I'm just now finding out. Now here we have patches, iron on patches. And let's see what the case is price wise. 24 for $30. Now these are some cute patches. They are really cute. And I don't know how they sell them um, in the store. Are they a dollar each? Yeah, I guess so because you get 24 for 30. So each one of these little patches would be a dollar and a quarter. Now I don't know. I guess that's not a bad price. I guess not. I guess that's not a bad price. They are cute though. I like those. Let's see what else they have. And some more patches. These are in packages. So they should be smaller. So you get these patches. And it's 24 packages. Now these would make um, those are cute. Those are cute. I can see those being useful. It would surprise me if they wouldn't be of some use when you're doing stuff for kitties. They what else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Says there anything else on here? They got solid fabric over here, which is 18. These are fat quarters and they're solid. 48 in a case. More yarn. So that's your fabric and crafting. Now let's see what else they have. Now I went under the toys and craft and oh, I think it's under it might be under vinyl. I did not know they had vinyl. I did not know they had vinyl. Now, is this good vinyl? I don't know. But they have synthetic leather with a 4-star rating, 24 in a case. They have cutting mats. These are only 9 by 7 inches, so they're small. And let's see how much they cost. A case is going to cost you. How much is the case going to cost you? You get 24 for $30, and they're small. They're 9 by 7, and the leather is 11 by 20 inch, and it looks like you get 4, and it's 48 in no, it's 24 in a case. Now they have the Well, they call this a square roller cutter, but you know what you call you know what we call them. It's I'm drawing a blank on that too because it got me stumped. This I don't think it's going to be worth your dollar and a quarter to be perfectly honest about it because you know how these things are. They don't last very long. Anyway, the blades don't last very long anyway. I would not waste my money on that at all. Not at all. Because I don't think those would be worth a dime. Now they do have for your Cricut or your cut and scan, they have piercing scoring tools. They have the scrapers. They have the craft picker for your weeding, all of that because they sell vinyl. I did not realize that they sold vinyl, but they do. So they even have foil, sheets, removable, removable white vinyl paper. They have red. What else? They have transfer paper too. I saw that earlier today. So those of you that might be interested in checking out how to do vinyl could could save a little money if your store carries them. I would not order a pack of this stuff. But if you could buy one just to check it out and see how it works, and if you thought it was any good. Now I'm looking at these and they have 3 stars, so that does not surprise me. But again, I was surprised that they you could even get vinyl from the Dollar Tree. So that was interesting. That was interesting. And I think they had some fusible. Nope, this is it's not under here. It was under. Where did I see it? I saw some fusible stabilizer, and that just blew me. Maybe it's the blank crafting. Let's go there and see. Or crafting basics, one of the two. Now, this is again more for crafting, all the different dishes and different plastic containers and what have you. These things are a good idea. Now, this chopping mat here, anybody that does rhinestones, this is what I use. I got this information, I got this hack or this suggestion or whatever from Eve. She told us about buying these chopping mats, these plastic chopping mats, um, and you can use them to put your template on once you cut it out, and you can put it on the plastic mat and keep them. And that's what I've been doing ever since. I that's exactly what I use. I go into the Dollar Tree and I buy a bunch of them. Now they sell these by the case 48 for $60. Me personally, I don't do enough rhinestone to do that, but I would imagine Eve probably does that. It wouldn't surprise me because that's a savings right there. You get 2 of them in a pack. Now, the last time I went in there and bought some, they were white, kind of a translucent white. When I first started getting them, they were clear. So I don't know. Um, it's not a big deal, but I bought some not very long ago, and they, like I said, they were white. They look just like this. So that's a good idea. Anybody that does rhinestones, if you've not done this or picked this up, I highly recommend that you do that because that they work really well. Um, and Robin, you're saying that the vinyl is paper vinyl. Let me see if I can catch up. You get bowls. I also get bowls from there and sell them with my bowl cozies. Okay, that's a good idea. Good night, Marina. You're probably already gone. Great topic tonight. Watch replay to catch the rest. Okay. um, I've never seen those patches at my Dollar Tree. And Leslie, there are a few YouTube influencers that go to the Dollar Tree and let us know what's new, but some items I never see at my Dollar Tree. Exactly. I agree. Same here. And Leslie, I have bought too much vinyl to bother trying the dollar. Me too. I have a whole drawer full. I don't need it. And I did put the Dollar Tree I guess you did buy the Dollar Tree pom pom maker. In 2011, Miss Max, I didn't realize how much I bought from the Dollar Tree. And JE, you said you usually use marine vinyl and happen to find one roll of this synthetic leather. It is great stuff for making card holders, key tags, etc. on your tin needle. I buy my marine vinyl and my faux leather or whatever you want to call it from Hobby Lobby. They had those big huge rolls that you just tell them how much you want and cut. That's where I get mine. Good price, good price. Don't buy it out of Joanne. They're too expensive. Go to Hobby Lobby and you get a good price. And they have a much larger variety. Um, Jay, you said you bought a case of it and includes navy blue, white, black, and brown. Okay, so you bought a case of the vinyl from the Dollar Tree. Is that what you're saying? And it works great. Doesn't mess up the tension like the thicker marine vinyl. Okay. And I bought them to make. You said you bought them to make quilt templates, and I'm assuming you're talking about these uh, cutting chopping mats right here. And Leslie says I have the cutting mats from Eve too for my templates. Yep. And 2011, Miss Max. I have so many of those mats. Well, we all know about the mats then. Make great pattern pieces. They do. They do. Cut out pat. Matter of fact, I did that with the first. Eve told us about making the baby bibs, a nice size baby bib, not the little bitty ones that they try to fool you to make on your machine, and you realize that once you're done with it, only a doll can use it. I cut out a big one, and I still have that template for a nice size bib for a real child. um, oh, Leslie, you said Eve sells her own version of those chopping mats now in her store. All righty then. Okay, I did not know that. Danielle, Danielle, you said I got a great find from Dollar Tree. I haven't tried it yet, but it's Crafter Square fusible interface, and that's what I'm looking for. That's exactly what I'm looking for. That Crafter Square fusible interfacing. Did not know that they had it until I saw it today. I was like, okay. Carol, when the chopping mats were clear, people were using them for templates for fuzzy cutting. Too bad they made them white. Now, why did they change to white? Because I was beginning to think I was dreaming. Because when I first started using them, they were clear. Jay, you would have to search for the synthetic leather. Hard to find mixed in with all the other types. I wouldn't use the paper vinyl. No, I wouldn't either. Um, and Leslie, I get my marine vinyl from Joanne when it's on 60% off. Yeah. Well, I have bought some from Joanne, but I have just found that it's easier to just go in there to Hobby Lobby and pick out what I really like. So yeah, so the chopping mat is a good thing, and most of us are aware of it, so that's good. Just, and those of you that are out there in YouTube and in Facebook land that's not aware of, is good. So get you some. And I guess this is over the chairs storage pot. No, that's not it. These are good. These are little white string tags for people that make items to sell. And you can put the price on there and tie it on there. So that's not bad. That's not bad. 24 for $30. I wouldn't do that. I would just buy a pack of two out of the dollar store for $1.25. Most of these things I would try my best to find at your local Dollar Tree and not buy the bulk if you can help it. Because I just don't see the need for so many of these things that they make you buy. And so, yeah, enough on that page. I'm trying to find or remember where did I see the interfacing, blank crafting surface, crafting basics. Let's check that out. Resin. Anybody doing resin? Here's some 11.75 by 7.75 adhesive cork. Now these again are more for crafting. Little children's aprons, and they're polyester. So the lighter color ones, especially the green and the yellow, you really could uh, sublimate on them and make something cute for the kitties. These clips work really, really good. Clamps. Here you have your square reusable plastic bags, um, 20 counts in a pack. I don't know how big they are. They're probably small. You got your scrapers and your pick again here. Here's the transfer paper that I was telling you about. It's got a 3 rating, but it is available. If you're going to use their vinyl, that's their transfer paper. Here it is, right here. And it's got a 4.5 rating. So it is Crafter Square Fusible Interfacing. It has a 4.5 rating. It comes $1.25 if you can find them in the store, if not $24 for a case. Um, it comes in heavyweight and lightweight. It says elevate your fabric crafting with fusible interfacing from Crafter Square. That's the brand. Their interfacing is available assorted between heavyweight and lightweight styles, measuring 20 by 36 inch. That's a nice size. They're fantastic for sewing jackets and waistbands. That's the heavyweight. Or dresses and blouses. That's the lightweight. The interfacing is machine washable and a terrific way to create stiff collars and add rigidity to your sewn garments. So this, Danielle, you've already found it. I did not know that they even had it. So if you're lucky enough to find it in your store, you might want to pick up a pack. Just check it out. See if it's something that you can use. I don't know. Never knew it was there. So 2011, Miss Mack, you say you're going to try. And Leslie, you said you got a few pieces of marine vinyl as remnants and have all the colors you need. You know, you find good remnants. I go into Michael's and I can't find any remnants that are worth getting. I have not been that lucky. And I look. I just don't find them. I don't know why. I don't find them. Now, I did look. Is there anything else in here that I wanted to show you? I did go into their home decor and I looked at the kitchen um, table linen and kitchen towels. I, in all honesty, hate their kitchen towels. I hate them. And that's all I can say is I hate them. I don't use them. I don't use them. I don't recommend them. They do have flour sack towels that I've not tried. I have not tried the bar towel. I don't buy the towels that already have the designs and stuff on because I have no use for them. I bought towels out of there to embroider on, and they are the crappiest thing there is. They're polyester, they're slick, they slip and they slide. They are useless. However, microfiber kitchen towels. I have seen people on Facebook that have actually stitched on these towels and was selling them. I have nothing to say. Now, these are the weaves. I don't think I've tried the weaves. I don't think that I would because I would be too afraid that they're going to be too thin. Now, they look okay. They look okay. And a case of them is $30 for 24. And you see the colors that they come in. But I would be too afraid to try them. Um, oh, this is wood and metal. There was something here that I wanted to show you. These are cute. If you do crafting of any kind, these are cute. I don't know the sizes or anything, but these trays, I got a case of these trays. And the case costs, what does the case? $30 for 24. They are, what's the size? I'm trying to find the size. The size is 7.625 by 5.875. I got these trays. I still have quite a few of them, but I painted them and I made mug rugs that match up. Well, I painted them to match the mug rug. They are excellent for gifts. The mug rugs, the small mug rugs, fit in them perfectly, and it's such a cute little gift. So you don't have to paint it. I mean, you can stain them, or you can just um, use them as is. But I chose to paint mine because I was in a paint mood, and I still have the paint, some paint, and I still have some of these trays. But I got this idea offline. It's been a while. I've had these a while, a couple of years ago, and I just thought they were so cute, especially because the mug rugs fit snug in there perfectly. The 5x7 pattern, once you're done with, I think it's a 5x7 pattern. Once you've got everything made, it fits into that little tray. And like I said, if you paint them or do something with them, they look really cute. And Leslie, you say you have those trays in the mini palettes too for the mug rugs. Okay. And you said those tiles are for testing your design. Yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. And Danielle, you said I have the lightweight one now. I have to go back and see if I can find the other. Have you tried it yet? And you're talking about the fusible interfaces. Have you tried the lightweight to see if you want to do that? And Marissa, I have those trays and I've sold them with mug rugs. Okay, good. So you guys are aware of the trays with the mug rugs, and they're so cute. They really are cute. I don't have the palette, but I did get the trays. Where are the palettes? I like the little wooden box because they look like recipe boxes. No, they're too. They might be. Oh, here they are. Those are cute. I hadn't seen these. I hadn't seen them. So is it a two piece or are they two different styles? And how do you use them with your mug rugs? Leslie, I'm just curious. How would you use these with your mug rug? But they are cute. They are cute. I like that. I haven't seen them. I have to look for them next time I go into the Dollar Tree to see if I didn't see the trays in the Dollar Tree either, to be honest about it. And that's the reason why I ended up ordering them because I didn't see them in the Dollar Tree. I'm not going to order the pallets, but I would like to be able to get one. Those are cute. That was the only thing that I saw. These are cute. These little trays are cute too, but I think they're too small. They're 6.49 by 4.330. Yeah, those are a little bit too small. And these are big trays, 15 by 11. So as you can see, the Dollar Tree does have some things. You just have to kind of sniff them out. As they say, you have to sniff them out. Let me see what else did I see in here. Did we go here? Yeah, we went here. Yarn, fabric, paper, craft. So I think we have exhausted all of these that I would consider um, buying or using. Now, I didn't go through the dishes because I think most of us are familiar and aware of the Dollar Tree dishes. We spoke about that a few minutes ago, that you can buy the cups, the glasses, um, bowls and plates and whatever. Um, you know, you can use them for etching. You can use them for vinyl. You cannot use them for sublimation. They're not. I'm not seeing anybody do any sublimation. And Leslie, you said I don't use the palettes with mug rugs. They have two styles. Okay. Um, Danielle said, no, I didn't try the fusible interface yet. Another great find are the Jot felt desk trays. I purchased a big one to keep my pieces in when I'm crafting. I will be sure to show it tomorrow on Zoom. Okay, good. I use, well, I don't know what crafting you do. When I do my rhinestone, I just use a baking sheet, a cookie sheet. I just got a cheap cookie sheet, and that's what I use for my rhinestone. I found a palette at a craft show, 2 for $5. Okay, all right. I didn't even know that they had the palette. I knew about the little mini trays, but I didn't know about the mini palette. But they look really cute. And I did not know, back to Eve, I did not know she was selling her own version of those chopping mats now in her store. I wonder what she's selling them for. But Whether you get them from Eve or you get them from the dollar store, just remember that they do work very well for your templates, for your rhinestone templates. And I believe that was Robin said that she uses hers for her quilting templates. So, and then somebody else mentioned using them. I think it was JE, I believe, about patterns. So they are very useful. I actually bought some. I have some baskets, some wired baskets hanging on my wall on my pegboard, and the bottom is wired too. And I bought some the other day to cut out to fit in the bottom to cover the bottom up so things don't fall out. So they're multi, they have multiple uses. So that's what I got, the mats that I just got for. Um, I got the wreath frame. Yes, I got the wreath frame to do a wreath that I saw made with African fabric by one of the sewing lounge ladies at the expo in October. I didn't mention the florals either because, well, I just didn't mention it. Not, I don't really have it because they have all kinds of floral. Now, I did mean to mention they have candle holders and they have vases. And this is where I go when I need a vase to the Dollar Tree, and you can see all the different types of vases that they have. So it is very well worth if you get some flowers or anything. Just go to the dollar store and get you some vases. Don't spend a lot of money on a vase when you can go and get a cute vase. They serve their purpose. That's where I go when I'm looking for a vase. Unless I need something specific or something, because usually these are kind of small. They're not really, really tall or anything like that, but they do serve their purpose, especially when you're only spending a quarter. Um, they have the fluorophone, the accent gems, the candle holders, the vases, and I knew I saw frame, the wire frame. Oh, here we are. I know they have them because I saw them today. Leslie, you said you bought the wire, the metal frame, a wreath frame, the wreath forms. So if you're into doing floral decorations and making your own floral arrangement, they have those things too. So as we know, the dollar store has a lot. The main thing that I wanted to point out is the fact that you can, um, and I'm going to get off the site now. Let me see if I can get this. Okay, I'm back. So that was my technology stuff. Woo, I got it to work. The next thing coming up is the two cameras. So stay tuned. It's coming. It's coming. I wanted to get the two cameras so I can do some demos. So it's coming. Slowly but surely. I'm working these little gray matters up here in my brain, figuring out how to use everything. I figured out how to actually record my screen, my laptop screen. So when I want to show you how to do something in Embroidery or something like that, cut and stitch, whatever, then I can actually show you as I do it without trying to shine my camera on it and it's all crooked and everything. I can actually show you the whole screen like Becky Thompson does with hers. So I finally figured out how to do that. So slowly but surely, I'm doing it. I'm gonna get me some shorts up soon. Too. I'm gonna figure that out. But I try to do a whole lot of stuff, and sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. Um, but I keep trying, and as time goes by, uh, I tend to figure it out. I be trying to get somebody to help me. I'll ask my son how to do something, and his favorite thing is, "Did you Google it?" No, I want you to tell me or show me. I don't want to Google it. I don't want to figure it out. I want you to figure it out. Tell me what to do. That's what I be wanting. But he won't do it. He's just gonna tell me to figure it out on my own, pretty much, which is what I usually end up doing. So what can I say? That's the best way to learn anyway. But yeah, I am planning on doing that. The Zoom is tomorrow night. Yay! We're back in the saddle again. We will start our third project on the 3rd tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will be working on a quilted tote. It is most of us are doing the quilt as you go process. I'm looking forward to it. I have all my stuff, and I'll be ready to shake and bake tomorrow. So hopefully everybody else will be ready to do that and got all your stuff together. And I'm looking at you, Liz. Excuse me. I thought about you when I saw that mesh. You said the mesh tubing to add to the rope bow. Um, you saw some mesh. Now I don't know what kind of mesh that you got from the Dollar Tree. I do remember you saying you had mesh tubing that you use for your rope bow. But anyway, back to the Zoom. Everybody should have their ID password or ID code to get in. I emailed it to everybody. I did ask for confirmation text. I did not get a text from everybody. I don't know if that means everybody did not get it or they did not check their email. So if you don't have it, please check your email. I did it last week. Matter of fact, I did it Tuesday night, a week ago Tuesday night. So check your email for on that date, which was what, the 26th? I think that's when the last day, 'cause I still got my March calendar up. So, okay, Danielle, you say you got it. Good. Thank you very much. Yeah, because I hadn't heard from you. I think no, it's one or two other people I haven't heard from, or maybe one. But anyway, and yeah, Robin, you told me, Becky, you told me, Val told me, Taisha told me, I think Leslie, you told me. I think that you let me know that you had it, and I know Deborah, she's not on. She told me. So and I think yes, Jay, you got back with me. So I think everybody I had heard from everybody except for you, Danielle, and one other person, I think. But anyway, you got it, so you should be able to get on without any issues. Hopefully. If not, then you know how to reach me, and we'll try to figure it out. Let me know that you can't get in, but hopefully you will. I don't think we're gonna have an issue. And I did extend it out to 5 weeks, as you saw on your email. Not to say we're going to take that long, because it's not going to take that long. I'm pretty sure of that. But I just wanted to make sure that I had all of that scheduled just in case something came up. I do not think there's a holiday coming in between that time and the end, because I know, Leslie, you're the holiday person. You always have to remind us, well, there's a holiday, so we need to not have it on that particular day, because I don't be remember the holidays. I don't look at them. I'm not doing anything for the holidays, so I don't think about the holiday. But anyway, we should be just fine, and I'm looking forward to it because I want to make my little tote. I think it's going to be cute. And we can talk about other stuff tomorrow night as usual. We are going to be welcoming a new member. JE will be on tomorrow night. All goes well. So we'll get a chance to meet her. So we're having an addition to our regular group of people. And even though we're starting tomorrow night, it's really not too late if there's anybody else out here listening that's interested and wants to do it. uh, Even though we're having a short period of time, so it it'll be a crunch. But I don't like to turn anybody away if they're interested in it. But the next one that we do probably will be a little longer. I don't know exactly what it's going to be because we don't ever we have to discuss it and vote on it and make a decision. So I don't know what the next one is going to be, but we'll probably be talking about that tomorrow as well. Since we only have 3 nights that we're going to be meeting, we're going to have to come up with what the next one is going to be pretty soon. So that would be it for tomorrow night. And I'm looking forward to it because I miss you guys. I miss you guys. Um, what else do I need to tell you? Um, I'm still pondering a name. I pretty much am close. And the reason why it's taking me so long is that I don't want to come up with put a name out there and then I decide I don't like it and then I have the regret because once I change my channel name, I want that to be the name. And I want it to be something that will correlate with my Etsy shop that I'm planning on opening. And with the Etsy shop name, you can only have 20 characters. So all of the names that I've been thinking of have way more than, I mean, yeah, more than 20 characters. So they won't be the exact same name, but I want them to have some type of connection. Because it's hard to come up with a name that you like that's only 20 characters, to be honest about it. And why the Etsy shop has chosen to do that, I don't know. But I have not come up with a date, as I mentioned before, for starting my Etsy shop because I'm waiting on more information about whether or not I'm going to have surgery anytime soon, which is looking like I'm not, which is a good thing. So I got I had one hip done, and I may have to have another hip done, the other hip done. But hopefully that's not going to be the case. If it is, I'm not going to start the shop until afterwards. I don't want to start it and then have to stop to recuperate. So that's what the delay is on that. And I should have an answer by the end of next week. And then I can go ahead and make a decision. I'm kind of anxious. I'm almost ready to hop in and start the shop, but I said, nope, nope. Patience is a virtue. Just wait, 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 wait. And Robin, you say, oh no, Shirley. Yeah, the first one wasn't that bad, to be honest about it. Yeah, you go through pain and rehab and all that stuff, but it wasn't horrible. It really wasn't a horrible experience. It's um, the horror part was the hip needing to be replaced. That was the horror part because my hip was jacked up and I was in so much misery and pain. So getting it done was a blessing because I still have some pain. There's always going to be some pain, I'm assuming, but nowhere near like it was. The other hip, I don't know if it's bad enough yet. And that's what we're looking at because they don't do it unless you like can't hardly walk and move and all of that kind of stuff. So even though you might be having pain, they want it to be a certain degree before they say, yeah, you need to have it replaced, which is I don't want to say it's okay because the pain is the pain, and I want the pain to go away. But that's how the medical system is set up. I put it that way. That's just how the medical. It's just terrible. My speaking of the medical system, my husband had an issue on his job with a patient and ended up with a torn rotator cuff. And he's going to need surgery, but they're making him go through physical therapy and get shots and this and that and all of that beforehand. And none of that is going to make it any better. It's not going to make the tear be untorn, and it's not going to mend back together. The doctor has already confirmed that. So surgery is inevitable. But they make you jump through those hoops. They make you go through all of that misery before they go ahead and say, okay, we're going to give you surgery because that's how the medical system is set up. It's just ridiculous. I don't know why they do stuff like that. And I've been through it because I've had several surgeries. So anyway, but that's it. And but as soon as I come up with a name, and I'm close, I've had some. Is Carol still on here? She gave me a really nice suggestion for a name, and I'm giving it a lot of thought. So thank you, Carol, for um, that suggestion because I'm giving it a lot of thought. I haven't made up my mind yet, but I'm giving it a lot of thought. I kind of like the concept. It may be a little if I choose to use that, it's going to have a little deviation in how exactly it is. It won't be exactly how you worded it, but you definitely gave me a lot to think about. So I do appreciate that. I've had several people give me ideas and stuff, and I like a lot of different stuff. Taisha gave me some information. Marina gave me some information, suggestions rather. And it's kind of like, dang, what do you do? Which one you pick? The AI has given me suggestions, um, but you got to make sure no one else has the name and um, stuff like that. So it's a lot to it. It's not just come up with a name and stick it out there. And that's something I don't want to do because that's what I did this time. I just came up with a name and stuck it out there. And I kind of regret I did because, as I mentioned, people tend to not remember the name. Um, it's a mouthful. So I realize that it's a mouthful. And thank you, Carol. You say, oh, you're very more than welcome. Please make it yours. I do appreciate it, though. I showed it to my husband. He liked it. He liked it too. So again, like I said, it's on the short list. Let me put it that way. It's on the short list. So I will let you guys know when that occurs. It's coming. It's not going to be much longer before that decision. It probably will be uh, by the end of the month. I'm pretty sure the decision is going to be made by the end of the month. And if I don't have the surgery, then I'm hoping to be able to open my shop in May because it's going to take a minute to get there. because you got to get your stuff and you got to get your listing and you got to make all, yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. I've been gathering some inventory and coming up with some ideas and designs and what have you and all of that. And all of those kind of things. And I'll share all those things once all of that has been finalized and the decision has been made. And hopefully and prayerfully, the shop will get be up and running and I'll be able to make a little change. I didn't look at Angela's YouTube video today, but I did see that Angela Jasmina, she did put up a video today about how to start an embroidery business in 2024. So again, I didn't watch it. So I'm mentioning it as a recommendation because she's been very successful, but I've not watched it. So I'm not going to say yay or nay on it. I just want to let you guys know that that's out there and available to you. And if I'm not mistaken, I think Katrina, um, Graceful Creation, Katrina Graceful Creation. See, hers is a mouthful too, and I have a hard time remembering it. But she's doing well with it, so I guess it's not that bad. But I think she did something about how to start your embroidery business and all of that, and she's doing very well. She just got her two-head Rocoma machine, and so I'm assuming she has three machines now because I don't think she got rid of the single head. So she's smoking. And with her business is growing leaps and bounds. So I commend all of these young people when they're young that's out here growing and doing wonderful things with the embroidery business. It's a lot of business to be had, and there's a lot of people out there doing it, but it's still a lot of business to be had. So I still feel like that I will be successful too now that I've made up my mind to go forward. I've kind of resisted it and have been kind of afraid of it, but um, I'm having this spiritual calling. I guess is the best thing that I can how I can describe it. Because it stays constantly on my mind, and I do um, pray on things. I don't just hop into anything without trying to find out if this is the direction the Lord wants me to go into. And I don't want to get religious on people because I don't know what people's religion is. And it doesn't matter, but I know what mine is. And I know that there are callings that you're supposed to follow through with. And I was brought to this craft unexpectedly and have flourished in it and have um, grown to love it. And with that being said, I want to continue doing it, and I don't want to just do it as a hobby. It's too expensive to be done as a hobby. If you want to hear the truth, I'm just being honest about it. It's just too expensive to just be a hobby. It's just so much to do, so much to learn, and so much to buy. As we talked about today, and we've talked about on many, many days, if you buy all of the equipment and all of the supplies and all of your notions and all of your everything that you need consistently on a weekly, monthly basis, you spending a lot of money. And to do it as a hobby, it's fine if you can afford it and it's fun. But when you make something, what you do with it? You just let it pile up. You just making stuff and it just piles up and you just stick it in the corner and then maybe you put it in a Goodwill bag and give it away or you give it to friends and relatives and so forth and so on. And I've done those things, but it's more to it than that. I like seeing people enjoy what I make. When I make something and they like it and they say how much they appreciate it and how well made it is and how pretty it is and all that kind of stuff, that makes me feel good. So, that's why I want to go ahead and just do it, you know. So that's the reason why I have decided to jump out there at my age. Yeah, this is what my third career, I guess. Yeah, my third career. And you're never too old, as long as you're breathing. And I've said this before. I said this when I first started back in 2021. And I did my introduction to my channel. And I talked about people being able to switch it over into something regardless to their age. Don't let age stop you from doing what you want to do. Don't let age stop you from venturing out and doing a career change or a side hustle, or even if you just do it for fun, for the hobby, however you want to do it. But don't make a decision saying that I can't do it, I'm too old, I can't do this, that, and the other, because it's not true. You can do it. It may take you longer, like me. I can't do things as quickly as I used to, but I can. I'll figure it out. Some point. If I keep at it, I'll figure it out. And I've always felt that way all my entire life. I've always felt that way that if I want to do it, I'll be able to figure it out. And I've been successful with that. So this is something that I want to do. So this is what I'm going to figure out how to get it done. And and I'm confident that I'm going to be successful with it. Am I going to be an Angela Jasmina? I don't know. Is that my goal? I don't even know that yet. But everybody's success is their own measurement, and I have to make my decision what I will consider successful. And once I set my goals, then I'll know, and then I'll be working towards that. So, which brings me up to business planning. Oh my God. Anybody good at business planning? Oh, yeah. You need to go in with a business plan if you're going to have a business, because you need to know where you're going to go and how you're going to get there. That's the best way to be successful. You got to know where you want to go and plan out how you're going to get there. So that's your business plan. And then go from there. And Carol, you said when you see your gift, use it. And it's a real blessing for sure. And that is true. That is true. When you feel your gift, and God gives us all a gift of some kind. I was taught that from a child, that we all have a gift. We don't know what our gifts are always in the beginning. Sometimes you don't even realize what your gift is or gifts are until way later in life. But if you are blessed to figure it out, that gives you one of your most greatest satisfaction in life, to be able to live your life and do your gift and the purpose that you were put here for. That's how I feel. And sometimes it takes you a minute to get to that point. When you're younger, you're hustling, just trying to get there. And then once you get, it's like climbing up the mountain. Then you get to the top of the mountain, then you start coming down the mountain. See, I'm coming down the mountain. I've climbed up the mountain, got on top. Now I'm heading down the mountain. I got more days behind me than I got in front of me. I know that. I accept that. But doesn't mean you got to stop. And that's what's most important. That's the message that I want to put out there to everybody. Um, that watches me on my channel or my live or anything. I just want you guys to know that when I do something, I do it because I love it. I try to, when I learn something, I try to show you guys and how to do it. I try to answer all questions the best I can. People ask me questions on my channel all the time, and I try my best to answer it. I had somebody ask me if I knew, it was kind of comical to be honest, about if I knew anybody that could show her how to use her machine, hands on, show her how to use her machine, which was a good enough question, except for I don't know where you are. I can't answer that question. No one showed me hands on. I did not have any hands on training at all, period, of any kind. I just did YouTube videos and read books. That's what I that's what I did, and that's what I'm doing. And you figure it out. Trial and error. You're gonna make mistakes, you're gonna mess stuff up. But through your mistakes and messing stuff up, you learn how to do it. And then you keep practicing that and you get better and better. And that's what you do. And that's how you grow. And that's how you become really good at what you do. But it does take dedication, it takes practice, and it takes the willingness to want to learn. Those are the things that you have to do. Um, so 2011, Miss Max said, "You are so right. Age should never stop one from doing anything." I agree. I read about people that are way older than me that are doing stuff and running companies and all kinds of stuff. And it's amazing. And you wonder, wow, dang. Diana Ross turned 80 years old the other day. She's still out there singing and performing and looking good and doing her thing. Pat is right behind her. Gladys Knight is right out there with them. I mean, these people, they old as dirt. But they still out there doing their thing. Nothing is stopping them. And you know, it's an inspiration to see that. And they all, and I'm bringing up singers because that's what I hear about a lot. But and then actors. I mean, you know, Morgan Freeman and gosh, who else is old as Methuselah? There's out there. Cicely Tyson was in her 90s when she was still, when she died at 92, and she was still acting. Lou Gossett just passed. I think he was 87, and he was in The Color Purple last year. He was still acting. So yeah, don't don't stop. Age should not stop you from doing anything. If you have the mental capacity to do it, age should not stop you. And JE said, "You are an inspiration. Thanks for taking the time to share. Much appreciated." Well, thank you. And I'm sharing because uh, it's just how I feel. And I just thought about that when I started talking to you guys about the Etsy shop and the name change and all of that kind of stuff. And it just kind of came over me to share and let you guys know my philosophy. And but you guys inspire me. I have to be honest about I love doing the lives. I love doing my channel. I love talking to you guys. I love the chat. I love the comments when I get them. I look forward to them because I want to hear from you. I want to know if what I'm doing is something that you're enjoying, if it's helpful. And when people tell me that it helped them, they learned something, or they're glad they found me, and all of those kinds of comments that I get, it inspires me even more because I know I'm doing something right. It may not be right for everybody, but it's right for somebody. And that's all that matters, if it's right for somebody. Because I know there are people out there that need help. And if I can show you how to do something that you've been trying to figure out how to do, and I can show you how to do it based upon how I've learned how to do it, then I'm going to share that. And hopefully it helps you out. I'm not telling you that I'm going to give you the best way or the only way. I'm going to give you the way that I've learned how to do something and that has worked for me. And then I also try to give you what the industry standards are based upon what I've read and heard. And I try to follow people that I have a lot of respect for that's been doing this for decades. You know, I don't pull from the whippersnappers as us old people call, because a lot of people will try to do shortcuts, and I don't think doing the shortcuts does us any favors when we're doing our crafting, our embroidery, and all those kinds of things, because in the long run, what you produce is you. I'm not going to get a repeat customer if I don't give you something good in the beginning. I'm not going to get a repeat customer. I'm not going to get a referral. I'm not going to get any of that. So I got to make sure what I do is the best that I can do at the moment. Sometimes we do something one way, it was okay, but then we learn a better way. So the next time it's better. Then we learn another way, and that time is better. So you're constantly learning and growing. New materials, new techniques, all of that stuff comes out. So don't ever stop and think, okay, this is the only way it can be done, because that's not true. But just try to make sure that you listen to people that have experience. That's my philosophy and my thought process. I try to listen to people that have experience, not people that just got a machine yesterday and they out here doing whatever. And people could say, well, that's the same thing about me, but that's not necessarily true, because when I started, yes, I was new, but I also was telling you that I'm learning and we're learning together. And so if I show you how to do something and it's wrong, when I learn how to do it better, then I come back and tell you a better way of doing it. And also I try to tell you what I've learned from reading and looking at videos, like I said, from the experts, people that have been doing it for years and doing it well because they have established businesses. And that's what I look at. That's what I look at. People that have established businesses that have been doing stuff for a long time and doing it well. That's what I try to emulate. And Marissa, you said, what do you say? I'm going to keep going because I seen my father retire and he didn't get a chance to enjoy it because he did nothing. Not me. No, not me. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Don't do that. Don't just sit around and do nothing, because you're going to end up whatever. Um, yeah, just keep moving as long as you're able to move. As long as you're able to move, keep moving. That's my message. I didn't want to get preachy. But if I got too preachy, I apologize. But it was just one of those moments. So, um, thumbs up. Don't forget the thumbs up, everybody. Please, the thumbs up is very important, as you know. Thumbs up. I always forget to ask, um, but you know why? To keep the channel going. They look at the likes. They look at the subscribers. They look at the shares. All of those kinds of stuff. So subscribe, hit the notification bell, and give a thumbs up, liking the video, and that benefits the channel and benefits the live, and it keeps me afloat. So with that being said, I am going to go ahead and say good night to all of you wonderful people. And I'm going to Hope and pray that we all have a wonderfully blessed rest of the week. And for all of you guys that are part of the So Alone um, Social Society crew, I will be seeing you guys tomorrow night. And we will have a lot of fun as usual, meet our new member, and start making these wonderful totes and go from there. So, with that being said, I'm going to say good night to everybody. Take care. Stay safe. I gotta get my mouse over here so I can